Storm of Ragnarok was released in February 2011. Notable cards in this set include Chaos Hunter, Legendary 6 Samurai Kizan, Legendary 6 Samurai Shien, Forbidden Lance, and one of the most divisive, polarizing cards in all of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Max C. In this series, both Nyhmnim and myself will be opening 24 booster packs or one box of a core Yu-Gi-Oh! Booster set. We will build a deck and play a best 2 out of 3, and the winner will receive a small prize to upgrade their deck. However, in each episode, we will open another box of the next set that was released, moving in chronological order, constantly upgrading our decks before dueling each other at the end of each episode. This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression series. I mean, what can you really say? When you open Imperial Order, Heavy Storm, both games denying Pot of Greed, I mean, it's going to be rough for Gage. But I gotta tell you guys, I'm genuinely worried. Gage texted me last night before we started recording this, saying that he was up till like 3 in the morning plotting some big plan for this episode, and he says there is 0 chance that he's gonna lose. Obviously, I'm on a win streak, so we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see what direction he's gonna go. I think he definitely has to change something up. It's still a bit weird. I'm not sure if his original plan was actually still good, but I just keep drawing Heavy Storm for like Necro Valley, or I don't know. Maybe he just needs to change it up entirely. I guess we'll see by the end of this episode, but we do have to spin the wheel, of course. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a nice few good spins here. Still want to get those turbo packs. I would really like to get them, but otherwise, you know, the wild cards, they'd be kind of okay, but it looks like we're sticking with Turbo Pack 3. All right, 3 more packs of Turbo Pack 3 coming right up. Pack number 1, and there is another Nobleman of Crossout. Man, if Gage is still on this Gravekeeper strategy, it's going to be much more difficult for him to be able to play it, because now that I have access to not 1, but 2 copies of Nobleman of Crossout, it's going to be very dangerous. All right, let's move on to pack number 2 and see if we can get anything else. Well, there's a 3rd Nobleman, so again, if he's just going straight flip effects, I don't know, Gage, things might not be looking too good for you, my friend. If I'm able to get these Noblemans into my deck somehow, it is going to be very difficult for you to stay on any sort of flip effects. And then for the last pack, I'm not really expecting much out of this. Like, if we get the Caius, that would be nice, but I don't really think there's much else I need. And we got another DD Crow. Actually, I did want that because I think I only had 2 DD Crow, so now I have a full play set for any sort of future episode. I don't know if I'll need it right now necessarily, but I'm actually really happy to pick up this 3rd DD Crow. But it is time for Storm of Ragnarok, ladies and gentlemen. This could actually have huge implications for the series, and we're going to hand it over to Gage so he can tell you all about it.
I'd hate to be the man with excuses, guys, but Alex just literally had everything last episode. Heavy Storm, bam, it's a magnet to his hand, bro. How can I out that? How can I out an actual anime protagonist? Bandit Keith, somebody get him in here. I need to check Alex out, bro. Unreal luck by the king himself last episode, guys. It's kind of upsetting, but I've got a major plan here for Storm of Ragnarok that's going to flip everything around. You know what? Gotta keep Alex on his toes constantly. He's just expecting the Gravekeepers. But are we piloting the Gravekeepers for this episode? Maybe you should stick around and find out. Storm of Ragnarok was released February 8th, 2011, and with it came a lot of really okay cards. One of the most meta-defining cards of all time, I think, was released in this set, but it wasn't until later when people started to realize how good it was. I'm sure you guys already know what it is, but we'll talk about it. First card coming up is Doppel Warrior, which is a really good level 2 extender for most synchro-based decks. When a card specials someone from the graveyard, something not hard to do, you can special it from your hand, and if it's sent to the graveyard, you summon 2 level 1 tokens, which those tokens can then be used to synchro, which are pretty good. You have some of the Nordic cards released in here, which none of the Nordic cards are really that good, being completely honest. They even got more support later in the future, and they just didn't do anything. I know some of them, like Galdafax, is actually not that bad, because if your opponent controls a synchro and you don't, you can special it. Unfortunately, in a sealed format, I'm not going to be relying on Alex playing any kind of synchro heavy deck. He just happens to do it sometimes in Black Wings, but not enough to where he consistently has a synchro turn 1 where I think Galdafax would be good. But in a regular scenario where the game was just in its regular state, Galdafax was actually really sick. We get some new 6 Samurai support. We've been collecting some 6 Sam cards, but we missed the boat on like Gateway, so I don't know if we're going to be able to play it, but Kizan is an absolute beast. If we can pull multiple Kizan, we can make this deck sick. I know John Moore actually won a YCS with these 6 Samurais. He can tell you all about how good they are, honestly. You get their first tuner 2, Kagamusha, and it's able to actually synchro into Shien, which is somewhere on this list here. There he is, 6 Samurai Shien. Level 5 Synchro of this thing's crazy, man. It's been climbing up in price still today. This card's fucking sick. Just negate 1 spell or trap whenever you would feel like it. And if it'd be destroyed by battle or card effect, destroy another 6 Sam. Dude, Shien is the shit. Karakuris actually get Burrito in this set too, which I think I said last episode they get an extreme victory. I was a set early. Burrito is really sick. But we missed Beret, and there's no way to play Karakuri. More good 6 Sam support with Smoke Signal and Asceticism, 2 really powerful cards there. Divine Wind of the Mist Valley is a limited card, actually. This got broken with cards like Mist Valleys. Again, another archetype we actually don't get our hands on because of the fact that we don't have Hidden Arsenal in our format. But Forbidden Lance, oh, Forbidden Lance is so good, and it's so good to see this card actually released. A super rare that I hope we actually get our hands on, because this card's nutty. Target a face-up monster on the field, till the end of the turn, loses 800 attack, but it's unaffected by other spells or traps. Massive to play through things like Torrential Tribute, Bottomless Trap Hole, just an absolutely crazy card. Even the 800 attack loss, it might not seem like a lot, but it actually comes up a whole bunch for outing things. Just 800, quick play, pretty alright. And then you move on to the Secret Rare set. I'm gonna try to go nice and slow, not spoil everything. Chaos Hunter, pretty good level 7 there. Opponent special summons a monster, discard a card, summon it, and then your opponent can banish cards. Not bad. This card comes up every now and again as a pretty good deck card. I wouldn't be surprised if in the future we see it again. But right below it, ladies and gentlemen, one of the best cards ever printed in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maxi. Maxi is, I still think, the best hand trap the game has ever printed. I don't see this card coming back to any number, even though people are speculating over the list. I really think this card remains and should remain banned. During either player's turn, send it from hand to graveyard. Every time your opponent special summons, immediately draw a card. You can only use 1 Maxi. There's tons of videos talking about just how good this card is, but in a nutshell, even if you pitch this card when your opponent activates an effect summon a monster, you still break even with it, and then it forces your opponent to literally stop their turn, otherwise they keep giving you value. Unless they can kill you that turn, it is not worth playing under the Maxi challenge majority of the time. Especially in this format when you can't really combo off on a broken first turn board. It's not like Alex is going to summon Quasar or anything. Maxi is disgusting. It's a card I hope to see. If we get it at 1, it's going to be a good day, fellas. Good day. Other than that, I don't think anything else too crazy. Vylon Delta, bro. Whoa. Yeah, Storm of Ragnarok. Pretty cool set. Lots of legendary 6 Sams, Lance, Maxi, and Doppel Warrior, baby. I'm looking for it. Let's get cracking.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, 24 packs of Storm of Ragnarok. This is the set that debuted Maxi, the infamous, the legendary, the card that should never come off the ban list. And it's fortunate that we only would be able to play 1 copy if we were to pull multiple, so it wouldn't get extremely out of hand. We are playing traditional format. So let's just go ahead and start the opening. I don't know what else I'm expecting. 24 packs. Let's get into it. So this first pack's actually not bad. We got a copy of Doppel Warrior. This is a really cool card that could possibly enable some sort of like synchro shenanigans in the future. I think Gage actually has reinforcement of the army, so he could potentially like search this if he manages to pull like a full play set of this card, although that's a little bit ideal in his case. But I think it's a pretty cool card. There's definitely worse cards we could have gotten. Not a bad pack. This set also features the new 6 Samurai support. This was a really big time in Yu-Gi-Oh's history. You got Kaigeki, you got Kizan, you have legendary 6 Samurai Shien. I don't know if it's doable for either Gage or myself to play 6 Sam. I think I actually pulled 2 copies of Gateway, so that's pretty cool, but I just don't think I have the core to support it. I think Gage actually has the better 6 Sam core, but I don't think he got Gateway, so it kind of balanced out that way, but Kaigeki's still a cool pickup, even if we might not end up playing it. Hope for Escape is a pretty funny card. People who know this know it from Exodia. It was actually a deck that won the World Championship, I believe, in 2012, 2013. I'm sure someone will correct me. This card's just hilarious. We're probably not going to play it, but yeah, it came from Storm of Ragnarok.
All right. 24 packs. Storm of Ragnarok. Let's see how lucky we get today. Can we get the Maxi for the one time? Please, oh please. Vortex the Whirlwind is not Maxi, but Doppel Warrior. I was looking for that. That's huge for the list I've been cooking up today, fellas. And we already got the card I was looking for it. Oh, Lance! Lance in the second pack, dude. That's huge. Oh, man, and it's early, too. We could pull another Lance per chance. It is... I'm not a rapper, though. We could definitely pull another Lance, though. It's possible, but Forbidden Lance, perfect inclusion to the toolkit. I love it. Oh, and another super. Wow, the holos keep coming. Elemental Hero Ice Edge. I will happily pass on that one, but hey, it is another holo. Why not? Another ultra rare. Karakuri Muso model. Happa. Yeah, again, I still wish we had Beret, and then if we would have pulled Beret-Do this episode, we could actually maybe brew something up, but I just don't think we have enough to actually make these Karakuris work. Maybe we can actually brew something with Karakuri Gear Gia in the future, though, if we get, like, Beret-Do. please?
So there's our first super rare. It is Vortex the Whirlwind. So this is a wind synchro monster. It requires a tuner and a non-tuner wing beast type monster. Oh, we could actually maybe go into this. Let's see what it does. When this card's destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon a level 4 lower wing beast type monster from your deck. Honestly, with Blackwing, this isn't like the worst card. I mean, it's a synchro 5, so is it really better than something like Magical Android? I'm not really too sure, but it does have the ability to actually get a monster back for us, which is kind of cool. So, I mean, this probably will just make its way into the extra deck at the very least. Will we summon it? Who knows? There is another super rare, Temple of the Six. I was starting to get a little bit worried that we were going to have a bit of a Duelist Revolution episode on our hands. This is a super rare, and this card is not that great. Each time a 6 samurai monster is normal or special summon, place a Bushido counter on this card, and monsters your opponent controls lose 100 attack for each Bushido counter. That card is just not good in the slightest, and if we were playing 6 samurai, we definitely would not be playing Temple. Second copy of Doppel Warrior. I mean, that's a nice pickup because if we do ever end up changing the strategy to a degree, having multiple copies of this would be something to consider. So that's not bad. Xian's Smoke Signal was in this set as well. When I tell you that some of the best 6 samurai support came from Storm of Ragnarok, I am not kidding. Smoke Signal, not a hard once per turn, add a level 3 or lower 6 sam monster from deck to hand. This card was crazy and is part of the reason why 6 sam was such a good deck back in the day.
Oh, Tangrasir of the Nordic Beasts. Still not enough to play those Nordic Beasts. This one, like, I think when it's destroyed, it gets 2 tokens or something, which isn't terrible. Still think there's better options to play than it, though. Not a bad card, though. Worm King. Oh, baby, the worms. Those things that we get in Hidden Arsenal. Great card to pick up. Super great, bro. Man, I keep getting holos, bro. This is nuts. Another Nordic card that I really don't plan on playing. Target a Nordic in your graveyard, add it to hand. Okay, cool. Symphonic Warrior Drums. Up-a-dunks. Man, I wonder how the Pornhub intro sounds on this thing, bro. Coming up on the last few packs here. I got the Doppel Warrior. That's all I'm looking for. It'd be nice to get Maxi, but it already doesn't look like it's in the cards for us, fellas. On to the last pack. Anything crazy? Flip them up. What the? Last pack magic, baby, Maxi! God, dude, our last pack magic has been so crazy. What I got? E-Telly on the last pack, too. Fiendish Chain on the last pack. It's so blessed. The Maxi! Oh my god. My mind's racing. I gotta get the brew in, guys. Let's see what we're cooking up today. I already got a big plan.
There is our third copy of Doppel Warrior. That's pretty cool. I mean, again, not the biggest pull, but it's nice that the rare luck's actually coming in, and we're getting playsets of some of the better rares lately. So we're nearing the end of this opening, and we've only pulled a couple of holos so far. Oh, there's an ultra rare just as I say that. It is Glepnir, the Fetters of Fenrir. I probably completely butchered it. This card is not going to be played at all. This is a Nordic specific card. Add a Nordic monster from deck to hand. It's just a trap. It's cool, but I don't think we're going to be doing much with Nordic. Speaking of weird rare luck, this is actually insane. This is the 4th copy of Hope for Escape that I've pulled. When we're done with the opening, you get to see all the cards at the end. I'm going to show you guys all 4 of them just so you can see how ridiculous this is. Think about some of the weird rare luck we've had in the past and how I just got 4 of the same rare. That's insane. All right, ladies and gentlemen, only a few packs left. We've gotten only a few holos, no Max C in sight whatsoever. We still have a little bit of hope. We have a few packs to open, but honestly, I'm not really expecting too much else here. There's a super rare. It is Watt Hydra. Man, what is it with me getting the Watt synchros of all things? I mean, just cards that I'm never going to play. A Musakani Magatama is pretty cool if we were playing 6 Sam, but unfortunately, we are not. We still have 2 more packs to go. Maxi? No, that's not going to be it. It's a Blackwing card that we're never going to play. And for our last pack, is it going to be anything good? It's a rare first edition pack. Maybe that's a sign. No, it's just another copy of Smoke Signal. But okay, very subpar opening, I would say. We got like some okay cards, but nothing that's going to really change things up too much. We got a couple of playables. I need to find these copies of Hope for Escape because I just could not believe that I actually pulled 4 of them. So here's 1 copy of Hope for Escape. Here's the 2nd copy of Hope for Escape. And then there's the 3rd copy of Hope for Escape. And where is it? And there's the 4th. 4 copies of Hope for Escape in the same opening. That is crazy. But I guess it's not unrealistic. We have gotten playsets of rares in the past, but just think about how crazy it could have been to pull 4 of a rare that actually mattered for the progression series. There's so many examples that this could have been, but it looks like the cards didn't fall that way. But we're going to go ahead and load up Dueling Book now and see what we can come up with and see what Gage is on because he seems extremely confident.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, what are you looking at today? Picture me, Nyhmnim, magical scientist, in the lab all night, several hours. I cooked this masterpiece up myself. I did some major digging over the past few days to see what kind of lists I could make to break the progression series, and I really took it to the edge. There was just so many banned cards that we weren't abusing in our format, and I felt like, you know what? It's time to really dig them out, see what they're capable of. So I present to you guys Frog Synchro Monarch, or something close to it. I don't know. Call it what you want, but I think this list, it's pretty fucking sick. I'm gonna go over you guys some of the combos, maybe the exact synergy of what you guys are looking at, and then we'll talk about it a bit. So this list, the idea I had in mind is to use more cards that just pretty much are auto win buttons. A card like Painful Choice, when I resolve it into this deck, I have literally like 5 broken targets in the form of like Level Eater, Fishborg Blaster, Glow Up Bulb from last episode, Treeborn Frog, just so many good cards that I can pick that it doesn't matter what Alex gives me, I make so much value out of it. Oh, Quillbull Hedgehog's another one too. Fishborg Blaster is actually a card that I felt like I had a lot more easy access to with a card like Nimble Sunfisk, which is a card that we got earlier, a couple episodes ago, and it's actually good that we got two, because that's the only reason we're able to play this. Everything's getting destroyed by battle now, so if Alex pops this by battle, we can actually dump Fishborg Blaster and then get the second Sunfish, which is pretty sick, not too bad. But it's really just getting the Fishborg in the graveyard, because the Fishborg Blaster pairs well with our Frog Engine, which I decided to play. We only pulled 2 Swap Frog in Stardust Overdrive, but it's not too bad. We got 3 Ronintonin, and then we got the Treeborn earlier, and we actually got all the way back in Light of Destruction Substitute, a card that we really never peaked at, because it was only good at, like, Frog FTK, right? No, this card's actually fucking bonkers. And if I can resolve it, I'm able to fill up my graveyard with a whole bunch of actually free tendies for all the Monarchs that I play in the deck here. Not a bad combo in itself here. Any of the level 2 synchros, anything that makes Formula Synchron pairs really well with our level 6s. All of our Monarchs really do well there. Plus we have 5s in the deck, like Cyber Dragon, as well as the Tricky is a really easy way to summon, and it's able to discard from our hand, which is big because we're playing a lot of little, like, stupid bricks. Things that would be bad, normally our targets for Painful Choice. No traps in the deck, decided not to mess around with them. We're just gonna go for pure speed. The only thing is Vanity's Emptiness, because if I could stick a Stardust Dragon and pair it with like a Vanity's Emptiness, or even like what, I don't know, Red Dragon Archfiend or something like that, pair it with Emptiness, how's Alex getting over that? It's just not happening. Spell and Trap lineup is just things that give us more speed. The Cold Wave, the Forbidden Lance that we just pulled, 1 My Body as a shield. It used to be 2, and then I traded it for Lance because Lance is crazy. Instant Fusion, and we have a Mariner in here as a target for Fishborg Blaster, so we can tune with it into a 6. Of course, auto win buttons like Painful Choice, 1-for-1, Pot of Greed. E-Telly is still an incredible card in here. And you know what? We got to plug in all the hand traps that we got too. We got the Veiler, we got the Max C now, looking pretty good. Dad and CED are still in the deck as major bombs if our regular strategy doesn't go through. Doesn't look like we have a lot of lights in the deck. I think we just have Veiler and Cyber Dragon actually, but Formula Synchron itself is also a light too, so getting a light's not a problem. In the darks, we have all the floaters with the Witches and the Sangan, and Level Eater, I guess, if I choose to banish it. I'm not really concerned about getting darks. But this deck is pretty much just synchro good stuff paired with some Monarchs to tie up with the back end. I'm feeling pretty good with it. I was doing some testing with it, and most of the hands, almost every hand I draw, I'm like, this is a broken deck. This is gonna be fun. So hopefully today, guys, you might be able to see some unfair Yu-Gi-Oh! That's if Alex doesn't, you know, open the absolute goo every hand again. Heavy Storm, into Blizzard, into whatever, man. It just... Come on, dude, draw bad for once. Triple Collude, really? We'll see how Alex does today. I have a feeling I'm gonna surprise him a little bit with this absolute gabagool. Let's see how he handles it, chat.
All right, you guys, so this is the deck we are bringing to today's duel. Again, it's very similar to the deck we played last time. We made a few adjustments based off of some of the cards that we pulled in the set, but there wasn't really too much to change here. So quick rundown for anyone who might be joining mid-series. We got 2 copies of Blizzard as our main way to go into synchros, a nice follow-up off of something like a Black Whirlwind. Just a great card. We have the Boras for swarming, for piercing. This card has just done so many amazing things. I have a newfound respect for Bora. This card is nuts. 2 copies of Gale just to keep Gage's cards in check. 3 copies of Kalute because it's basically the best card in our deck. 3 copies of Shura just for swarming, and Sirocco for being a giant beater. 1 Cyber Dragon. If Gage is still on this Gravekeeper strategy, which honestly I don't know if he is, but Cyber Dragon's just a super powerhouse card that's been very difficult for us to deal with in the progression series all around. It also allows us to be much more aggressive. We have 2 copies of Sangan as well. I really love how Sangan just allows me to like stall for time and get the right combo pieces that I need and maybe buy a turn or 2, and there really is no other card that fills this spot, so I'm really happy to have Sangan in the main. For the spells, we have the Allure for draw power, 3 Black Whirlwind for consistency, 3 Book of Moon to out literally everything in the game. Gage has no way to interact interact with this card, and this card has hosed him so many times. Dark Hole to wipe the board, Heavy Storm to wipe the back row, and this card has just been performing way above average lately. I still only have the one Nobleman of Crossout in the main deck. I'm siding the additional 2, depending on if Gage is still on the Gravekeeper strategy. I don't want to go too all in on this, because if he's not playing a lot of set monsters, then Nobleman becomes significantly weaker, but if he is still on the same strategy, then I can side these in, and then I know I have a great removal tool for those cards. 1 Pot of Greed for draw power, 1 Regeki for blowing up the board, and 1 Snatch Steal for snatching away games like I did in the last episode. For the traps, Bottomless Trap Hole, we have a Fiendish Chain, 3 copies of Icarus Attack, the Imperial Order, man, this card has just been dominating lately, Torrential Tribute, and the 1 Vanity's Emptiness. For the extra deck, it's just a bunch of fusions we're never going to summon because we're not playing Magical Scientist, the Black Winged Dragon, the Black Wing Armed Wing, Goyo Guardian, 2 copies of Magical Android, the Power Tool Dragon, 2 Psychic Life Transfer, the Sea Dragon Lord Gashilnadon that I'm never going to summon, but for some reason I keep playing, and then the new inclusion, Vortex the Whirlwind. Again, I think this card's actually pretty okay. In a situation where we might be in like a top deck war, and maybe I'm able to establish something like this, like let's say I only have like Collude Engrave when it comes to Blizzard, then I can go into something like Vortex over something like Magical Android, and then if Whirlwind gets killed by battle, then I'm actually able to get something like Ashura and be able to replace it and have more pressure to bring onto the board. So it has a little bit of floatability compared to something like Android, which, yes, Android's bigger, but sometimes if I want to just have a little bit more resilience, this card might actually be better. We'll have to see. We also have the Gothams as well, which I will rarely summon, but it's here for emergencies. And then the side deck, this is like where I'm kind of worried about what Gage might do, because I feel like my side deck could be better, but I don't know what route he's going to take, so I just want to play as many generically good cards as possible. It's pretty similar to the last episode. Breaker's just good for dealing with back row. DD Crow's good for anything in the graveyard. Kaiku is good for keeping him off of Emperor, so if he is back on Emperor, I can bring these Kaikus back in, and that would be pretty good. Raiko can just deal with any card in the game, although it is a flip effect, but I think that's okay. We tend to play a bit slower in these games at times, so being able to set up for a Raiko might not be the worst. 2 copies of Brain Control to be able to just steal his monsters, go for game, and also be able to sync off his monsters as well. That's kind of cool. The 2 Noblemans, as I mentioned, for if he's on a more slower flip-oriented strategy. I think this is just better than Smashing Ground, because being able to remove all copies of the flip effect Gravekeepers from his deck is insane, and the fact that it banishes where Smashing Ground does not, yes, the monster has to be set, but I think that's a well-worthy trade-off. 2 copies of Compulse because it doesn't destroy, so it plays around something like My Body as a shield, and it's a good way to just out some weird things, and the 1 copy of Trap Dust Shoot for when I know I am going first. I am excited to see what Gage is rolling up with this episode. He's been talking a lot of shit, so let's see if he can put his money where his mouth is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to duel. Gage, okay. You have been talking so much shit, and I mean more shit than you usually do. You are feeling ultra confident going into this game. You're not going to tell me what you're obviously up to. I'm curious, what can you say about the process leading up to this, I guess is my question.
All I can say, dude, is I was in the lab last night, man. I was the magical scientist, bro. I was cooking up some things never seen in the progression series, dude. I had to see. I was like, how do I break and just make this series not fun anymore? So today, I'm bringing you to the no fun zone, bro. You better be ready.
Okay, I mean, if anything, I think I've already brought you to the no fun zone for the last, like, 6 episodes.
Kalut will do that.
Kalut will do that to you. Kalut will do that to you. So, we'll see. I mean, I'm curious. Obviously, the fans know, and I think that's what's the fun part, is it's like they already like have that viewpoint of knowing what we're both playing, and so if you're just gonna completely wreck me, like everyone's already like, oh yeah, it's like 90% Gage is gonna win. So we'll see. Let's see that rock paper scissors. Shout out our patron Mr. Patrick Plunkett. Thank you so much for the support. All right, I won the die roll. I'm feeling pretty good about that. We've lost, I think, the last few of those. I will go second. Okay. I don't know what you're playing. You're on 41 cards, it looks like. But good luck to you, buddy. All
right, good luck, Duelist. You're going to definitely fucking need it. Let's play some cards. Give me just a sec here. I got to think.
You're playing a new deck, so understandable if you need to think out what you're going to do. While Gage was thinking, this man, I think, texted me at like 1 or 2 in the morning, my time, which is like 4 or 5 in the morning his time, which, to be fair, that's like your regular schedule because you're like nocturnal. So you are up late crafting this.
Okay, what's this turn 1 going to look like here?
really thinking about this.
I am, dude. This has got to be huge. I got to kick it.
Gage, it's turn 1.
Yeah,
man.
I know.
Come on.
Maybe I have options, dude. You don't know me.
You're just gonna set and pass. Like that's what you always do. So like, there's no like surprise here.
How do I do this? You know, sometimes I hate when you're fucking right, bro. Shut up. Dude, I'm gonna set and I'm gonna pass.
Make me wait for like 5 fucking minutes, and there's not even back row. You just set him up.
Hold on.
Sir.
Hold on, don't do anything. I'm gonna switch the card I said actually. I'm still just gonna set pass, but go.
Okay, fine. I'll draw. Great episode. Okay, now I gotta think because
Oh, Alex, it's turn 2. What are you doing, bro? You gotta.
I don't know what.
turn 2?
Okay, no, it's different for me because I don't know what you're doing. You can assume I'm doing almost the exact same thing, so it's a little bit different for how I would typically play because it's like, okay, if we're going based off the last 2 episodes, that could be a spy, that could be a guard, that could be a recruiter, that could be a witch, that could be a sec. Like I know what you have been playing, but I don't have a clue what you're doing right now. Maybe you're just mind gaming me. Maybe you're just playing the exact same deck and not doing anything else. So with that said, I think I'm just gonna like set 2 cards and I think I'm just gonna pass it over.
All right, big mistake, bro. Big mistake. I'm gonna draw for turn.
Okay.
Standby main. All right, now we can start playing some Yu-Gi-Oh, bro. I'm excited. Okay. I'm going to normal summon Substitute.
You are not playing this.
You don't know what I'm playing, bro. Is Substitute okay?
You are not playing fucking Frog FTK. Yeah, that's fine.
All right, I'm gonna activate Substitute. I'm gonna tribute my Fishboard Blaster.
You are fucking playing this shit. Man, I don't know what the answer is here. I'm gonna try to cut you off early. I'm gonna Fiendish Chain the Substitute.
Sure, that's fine. That is unfortunate, but that is fine. Right, okay, I'm gonna activate Fishboard Blaster. I'm gonna discard Cobalt Hedgehog.
Sure.
And I'm gonna summon back the Blaster.
Okay.
I'm going to not link. I'm gonna Synchro summon.
Formula
Synchron, and I'm gonna drop card off Formula.
That's fine. You were brewing.
Oh, I was cooking. It was crazy.
This is 4 cards that you weren't playing before, so
I'll just. That doesn't feel good. I'll just pass it there. Let's go, Formula.
Yeah.
Rev it up, baby.
This Fiendish Chain is gone, by the way.
No,
I
it
just
doesn't.
left it there.
It doesn't leave. I think it just stays on the field, though.
Oh, does it?
Yeah,
oh,
because
okay.
since I synchroed with the card, it wasn't destroyed, so it just stays on the field.
Okay,
I don't know, bro.
well-
maybe you paid Magic Planter. I don't know, man. I'm just helping you out.
Well, we'll see. Okay, I'll leave it there. If it matters, it matters. I don't think it's gonna matter, but it's fine.
That's
I'll
another
draw.
card for CED, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
True. It is a card for CED. Okay. Now I gotta think. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon Bora.
Sure.
I'm gonna special summon Gale.
Yeah, you got it, dude.
I'm gonna use Gale to have your Synchron.
Sure.
So we'll go to battle. I'll hit with this Bora. So this is gonna get in for
950.
Is this 950?
Okay, no problem.
And then I'll hit for 13 as well.
No issue there. You're good.
Main 2. I think I'll just pass on this. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll draw. Oh, that's broken. Stand by main. I'm going to start my turn by activating Cold Wave.
Oh, God. He's activating Cold Wave. That is not good. That resolves.
Okay, I'm going to chain Emergency Teleport.
Sure.
Okay.
So now we're starting to see some familiar cards here.
Ooh. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, that's crazy. Wait, what can I do with that? Neat. Let's play. All right, I'm going to, off of my Emergency Teleport, I'm going to summon... Oh, God, there's so many options. I'm not equipped to play this deck, bro. It's too much. I can't do it, dude.
Too much brain power.
Yeah, too much brain power required, bro. I'm going to, off my Emergency Teleport, I'm going to summon, if I can find it, Krabons.
Okay. That's nothing new.
Yeah, Krabons is pretty cool, though.
Okay.
Cold Wave resolves.
Chain resolves. Yep.
I am going to normal summon Swap Frog, and I'm going to activate the effect.
Sure.
All right, I'm going to dump Ronin Tonin.
Okay.
I am going to activate Cobalt Hedgehog in my graveyard.
Yeah, you're good.
Dope.
I'm under Cold Wave. Can't really do
Yeah,
much.
you really can't, can you? Okay. I'm going to Synchro for... Yeah, I'm going to Synchro for 6 here.
Okay.
I'm going to summon the Goyo Guardian.
He's the Goyoist.
Oh, he's Goyo in here.
Still looking in that extra deck. What else are you up to?
Dude, I got so much. You don't even understand. I'm going to go... I'm scared of Kalut, so I'm going to go Battle Phase. I'm going to attack into your Gale.
That's fine. So I'll take 15.
Yep, and I'll pick it up.
Okay. Give it to you. How bad?
Cool. Main phase 2. God, I wish I had an android myself, bro. How are you the only one with magical android? This game sucks. I'm gonna activate Gale. I'm gonna have your Bora.
All right.
Go ahead, your turn.
Okay, so my Bora's slashed down to 850. My math is right, although my math hasn't been right in the last couple episodes here. I'll try. Still under Cold Wave, which is annoying. I'm gonna go battle.
Sure.
I'm just gonna hit into the Gale.
Sure. How much is this?
So 850 minus 400 is 450.
Not a problem, dude. I'll take it happily.
Okay.
You can have your Gale back.
Appreciate it. And with Cold Wave being a card, can't really do too much, so I think I'll just pass it over.
Nice, I'll draw. Dope. I'm gonna activate Ronin Tonin in my graveyard.
Okay. Banish a
Swamp
frog.
I'm gonna summon it back.
Sure. Okay.
I'm gonna activate Fishborg Blaster.
Pitching.
Let me get that far. I'm thinking. I'm gonna pitch Dupe Frog.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. I'll get back the Borgie.
That means you can make a 7, I guess.
I'm going to tribute Ronin Tonin for Mobius.
Ooh.
I'm gonna activate Mobius. Is that okay?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Unfortunately, I have the Icarus attack gauge,
Ooh,
so...
Unfortunately, Alex, I have the My Body as a shield,
Oh, God. Yeah, all right. Pretty good. And this is gone, too. Jeez, he had everything.
Sometimes you just have it, bro. Sometimes you just have it.
That's true.
Funny thing is, I don't think I can kill you still, though.
You're very close if you could.
I'm going to synchro with these two.
Okay.
Into Psychic Life Transfer.
Oh, okay. Gonna get some extra life here.
Yeah, you know.
Sure.
I'm gonna go battle phase. I'm gonna poke you with both of these guys.
Okay, so this is 5,200 I'm taking. Big hit. Very big hit.
Big hit. Big hit. Big hit. Main phase 2. Let me read what Life Transfer says.
You've already used it before.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. I'm gonna activate Life Transfer. I'm gonna banish Krebons and gain 1,200.
Okay, sure.
We are back in this game, baby. All right, your turn. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. You know, Gage, sometimes you just have it. I've got Regeki, too.
Oh, man. I worked so hard for this. Oh.
It gets worse, my friend. I'm going to
You're
normal
lying.
summon a Blizzard to activate the effect.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Let's bring back the Bora. Sync off. I'm going to actually know how to do math this time. Let me think. What's better here? Goyo's pretty good because it steals anything you've got. Armdoing can just do like a crap ton of damage if you set something next turn. And that could just maybe kill you in and of itself. I think I'm actually going to go for the Armdoing.
All right.
I'm digging it. So we'll go to battle.
Okay, 23.
I'll hit you for 23.
Yep.
And then I'll go to main 2. I'll set and pass. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Stand by main. I'm going to activate Ronin Tonin.
Okay, get rid of that Dupe Frog.
Okay, banish the Dupe Frog, summon Toad back.
Sure.
I'm going to tribute Ronin Tonin for Ryza.
Ooh.
I'm going to activate Ryza, and I'm going to stack back your Armwing.
Stack him back, huh? Yeah. All right.
All right,
Extra
let's go,
deck he
baby.
goes.
Battle phase game?
I have the Book of Moon, so I'm not dead.
All right, you're not dead yet. Go ahead, your turn.
I gotta check out this graveyard here. You still have a Fishborg Blaster you can bring back. Ronin Toad could come back if you have another frog. Substitute doesn't count because it's not a frog, it's a toad. All right, I'll draw. All right, you were correct. I did have the Kalute, so I will hit you.
Yep. You just always have it now. I'm going to draw.
Yeah. God, this is so close. So close.
Go ahead.
All right, we'll draw. That's not bad, actually. We'll go to main 1. Yep. I will special summon Gale.
Yep, that's not terrible.
Go to battle.
Sure.
Hit with Gale.
I'll take 13.
And damage step for Gale!
No! Oh, bro! It didn't even matter! I'm not going to even show you that face down card. Oh, my God. All right, good game
I don't
1,
blame
though,
you.
bro.
That was actually a very good game 1. Wow.
Oh.
Okay.
All right, I'm feeling this, though. Game 2 is my game.
Frog Monarch Gauge, is that the direction you've been taking this
year?
I mean, it's a little bit more evolved than Frog Monarch because you've got a lot of like synchro stuff going on as well. But I dig this, for the record. I dig this a lot.
Oh,
this is cool.
I was cooking this up and like, man, how are we not playing Fishborg Blaster, bro? Like, Fishborg Blaster so crazy with Substitute too. I also realized I misplayed game 1 with Substitute. Speaking of, I forgot Substitute could totally just tribute itself, so I could still tribute itself and use its effect under Phoenix Chain, I think.
Oh, so that's true. You could have. So that game 1 could have actually been very different.
Screwed that one up. Yep, but it's all right. It's all right. I'm still learning. Okay. I'm learning with the master list.
Even with your misplay, that game was down to the wire, to be honest.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, we'll see what happens.
It was close.
So
hopefully I can
go
bring it
first
back
or
this
second?
time, I think still going with this list though. I think going second's the way. So I'm gonna go second again. Good luck, dude.
All right. Good luck to you as well. Let's see what we can make happen. All right. This is actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. All right. We'll start off with a Black Whirlwind.
Sure.
I'm gonna go ahead and normal summon this copy of Shura, trigger the Black Whirlwind.
Yep, that's A-okay.
I haven't done this in a while. What do I want to grab? It's not as fun when you know I have it, but I am gonna grab a Kaloot.
Yeah, you are. Yep.
I will set myself 2 Baccaronis and pass it over.
All right, I'll draw.
Show me that hand. I've got the dust shoot for you.
Oh,
so
fuck.
let's see what you're working with here.
Damn, bro, that's mean. Take a look, though.
He's back on the Emperor. I had a feeling. Okay. This hand looks crazy. Like, this hand just looks so good. All right, so I'm in a bit of a predicament because, I mean, obviously Emperor exists. That's like predicament A. Predicament B is instant fusion plus any tuner allows you to start playing the game, essentially.
Pretty much, yeah, you put it that way.
Yeah. So the question is, do I get rid of Emperor and hope that that's not a problem later? You also have a hand of 2 tuners, which makes this even more irritating because I can't just shuffle one away and make like your instant fusion dead. Oh man, Bulb is pretty good because you can get it back. Tough pick. Tough pick. I think I'm going to shuffle back the Ronin Totem.
No, that's the last choice I thought you would pick. I mean, all right, dude.
Honestly, that's the last one I was thinking too, but
yeah, man, no problem, dude. You can put that back. I don't care. Main phase 1 then. Okay. So Kaloot's a real card.
It is.
Okay, let's think here. If I don't put a monster on board, how do you develop? You have Kaloot in your hand, that's what I know. I don't give you a monster attack over, which sure, I didn't get Blizzard, so you can't synchro. Best play you have is like summon Kaloot, got Blizzard, and then pass, even if you want to summon the Kaloot. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I think that's right. All right, I'm going to set a card. I'm just going to end my turn.
Okay, I'll draw. It was kind of what I was not hoping would happen. That's okay. All right, I'm going to go normal Bora, trigger Whirlwind.
Yeah, that's good.
With that, gonna grab a Blizzard. Battle, let's just hit for 35. I know you can't stop this.
Do you want to Kaloot?
No, okay. I do not wish to Kaloot. As much as you would like me to Kaloot.
I know. I would love it right now, bro.
Yeah, maybe if it got you out of Emperor range, I'd be feeling a little bit better, but unfortunately, that's not the case. I will just pass. Go ahead.
All right, I'll draw. Oh, I just won the game. That's it.
We'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That's a pretty good draw. Now I got some major plays to make, dude, so I need a second.
God, what could you have drawn that would have been that good?
It's definitely not bad, let me tell you that.
There's a lot of things it could be, to be honest.
Okay, so I know you have...
You know Kaloot Blizzard.
Okay, how do I execute this? That's not big enough to do anything with that. But that is pretty big. Yeah, that's pretty huge. Okay, I'm going to activate Instant Fusion.
Okay.
I'm going to pay the 1,000.
Sure.
Off of Instant Fusion, I'm going to summon Ojama Knight.
Yep.
I'm going to normal summon Glow Up Bulb.
That's fine.
I'm going to tune up these two into Iron Chain.
Iron Chain. Okay.
I'm going to activate Glow Up Bulb.
Sure.
Oh, my Sun Fisk.
Bring back the bulb.
Bring back Bulby. I'm going to tune off these two.
Okay.
I'm going to make Black Rose.
Sure.
Black Rose go boom.
It does go boom. I had Emptiness, but I know you have Trap Stun. So I couldn't have stopped any of that, unfortunately, as much as I would have loved to.
Oh, shit. Am I just dead next turn? No! Dude, no way! Oh, my God. Was there any way out of that? Oh. Oh, you have Blizzard! I'm gonna be so upset, bro. Yeah, I think I'm just dead. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, alright, make it quick. Oh.
I think I'm going to prolong it. I'm going to pot of greed first.
Yeah, of course you will. Oh my god, dude.
What was the backup here? Like, what was the play?
You know what?
Okay, are you dead? Like,
I am.
I'm
100% dead. Yeah, you have it.
Okay, yeah, because I'm just going to bring back this.
And then you'd be like, you make Arm Master and just...
I can make Armed Wing. I wish I had Armor Master. Yeah, I just make Armed Wing. This is 23, and then plus Kaloot's 37. Yeah.
No. God damn it, bro.
What was the plan?
So I don't know. I was trying to find a way to be able to, because I drew Level Eater. So I was trying to find a way to like set up a darkened graveyard and a light for CED so I could glow up bulb level leader afterwards and then like formula draw a card, and there was just no way to do it. And then like
I see.
I had Psychic Commander in my hand too, you knew that. So like I had
did.
so many options for things to make, and I had so many like other cards. Thing is, like, Kalut was actually really killer in almost every scenario, because like there was no level 8s I could make, like the Stardust, the Scrap Dragon, or the Red Dragon Archfiend. None of them could beat over anything with Kalut, so I would just lose the monster to Kalut. So that was so irritating to try to work around there. But oh, bro, I'm so mad. No.
What I thought you were going to do was, I thought you were going to try to go for Black Rose initially when I trap dust shooted you. So then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to emptiness him, and then I just have you under emptiness lock for a turn. Yeah, you can trap stun the next turn, but then I can really start getting the damage in, because then I could like pierce with Bora. I was really hoping to draw another Blackwing that wasn't Sirocco because I couldn't play it. And then I was just going to try to get a bunch of damage in, because then like if I killed whatever you summoned off of Sure, I was hoping you would burn the instant fusion if I chained emptiness. That's what I was really hoping for, but you just set the trap stun. And I was like, oh, I feel like he's really greedy and just wants to go for Black Rose. So I just made the wrong call that you were going to do that. But setting trap stun and passing was the best play, because unless I had literally triple Kalut, I don't think I could have killed you.
Yeah. So I was just hoping to live another turn, hopefully pop off. But yeah, damn, I had a really good feeling about this. I still have a really good feeling about this deck. But like, oh man.
If it makes you feel any better, remember when I first played Blackwing, you still crushed me.
Oh yeah.
Like for the 2 episodes when I started playing it. So in all fairness, maybe you just need to like get in the rhythm of it, because like I was messing things up when I first was playing Blackwing. I'm still messing things up when I'm playing Blackwing. And so maybe once you start to see some of the combo lines easier, or maybe like, because like I think your synchro package is so good. It is so strong. And so now that you're finally tapping into like the full potential of it by playing all these broken tuners like Fishborg Blaster, like Glow Up Bulb, like Substitute's not a tuner, but you know what I mean. Substitute is just an enabler for all this other garbage. You've got that paired with all these cards that can like special summon themselves in the frogs, and then you've got the Monarchs. So you're basically playing Synchro Frog Monarch essentially is what this is. Plus CED, because you have like enough lights and darks to be able to access from instant fusion, and plus some of your synchro plays. I honestly thought in this turn you were going to do what you did and then just drop Emperor and just be like, all right, like out there.
Yeah, deal with it.
That's where I thought you were going with it, and I'm like, oh damn, like we're really dead then.
Yeah, no, I was trying to pop up. I just couldn't get the dark in there. Like the instant fusion's really nice because I had like it was between Dark Fire Dragon or that, but like either or I was going to probably end the same. I wouldn't have a dark, so
or a light,
or a light.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have either or. So it is, man. The thing is like I didn't see any auto win buttons in this thing. Like painful choice is just like a free win with it. 1-for-1 is nuts in this. Like I played cards like the Tricky and stuff.
Oh, really? I mean, Tricky is super good because you want a lot of these cards. So, like, imagine if this hand had Tricky instead of, like, Psychic Commander,
right? If that had Tricky, I could have pitched Level Eater and summoned Tricky and then just summoned Psychic Commander.
Exactly, and that would have been entirely different, right? So my reasoning for getting rid of the Ronin Totem was, like, if you went down that line of play of just, like, summoning Activate Instant Fusion to try to Black Rose me, because I thought you'd go, like, Psychic Commander, Activate Instant to get Dark Fire, and then go to Black Rose. Then Ronin Totem has, like, a huge defense. So like I was hoping on the next turn you wouldn't draw anything, and Rodent Totem would be, I'd be able to kill you, I was almost certain, if you didn't have anything with like a reasonable stat line. You had Trap Stun obviously, but that was like the reasoning for Ronin Totem. Like you had both tuners, so it's not like I could have done anything about that. I maybe should have shuffled Emperor so I didn't lose to it, but I mean it obviously didn't come up. But every time you pass up Emperor on a dust shoot, it's like, damn, like I'm gonna fucking eat that.
Yeah. Oh man, what else did you get?
So like, what do you send off of Painful Choice?
Oh man, get ready for this. These targets are nuts. So I have 5 really good targets. Other ones I can dump like Ronin Totem and stuff, but the 5 ones if they're still in deck, I'm dumping Treeborn Frog.
Okay.
I'm dumping Fishborg Blaster.
Jeez.
I'm dumping Quillbolt Hedgehog. I think I ended up siding one of them. What else am I dumping? Glow Up Bulb and Level Eater. Those are the 5.
That's nuts.
Yeah, you give me any of those,
so
it doesn't feel good. So
no, you just get plenty of graveyard recursion because you have at least, well, actually you have 4 monsters that bring themselves back from the grave immediately. Treeborn has to wait. Treeborn's the last thing I'm worried about with this type of deck.
Oh man, Treeborn Push Fishborg Blaster is sick too. That's something that I didn't get to set up. That's something where it's like if it lasts a turn and I get the Treeborn back, I can just summon the Fishborg Blaster and like mulligan whatever card I drew pretty much into formula, which is pretty sick. So
and then it sets you up too. I mean, you could actually actually make like Shooting Star Dragon in this
Yeah,
deck
I was
because you have
hoping
the
to.
Stardust.
I was hoping to, bro. I really wanted to, but I couldn't get it off.
Okay, the $1 million question, Gage. Did you pull Maxi?
Alex, I pulled really, really good from this episode. I got...
Don't fucking do
Not
this to
only
me.
did I get Maxi, which is in my side.
Yeah, I like how like that's the afterthought that you got Maxi.
Yeah, right?
Really?
Right? I got the Maxi. I also got a Lance, too.
Oh my god. And that's so good. This is better my body, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah, that card's crazy. I was so happy I pulled it too, because Lance is nuts.
Right. I mean, my body, you could protect like 2 monsters, or like a monster plus a back row, right? Like my body can, but like Lance is good just because it has like the individual part. I have to worry about this with like the damage step now because you have this. So like I've been like the king of the damage step now, but now that you have Lance, I have to think like, oh crap, if he has a back row, and if the math works in your favor, you could Lance me back, and then it's like, oh well, my guy's dead now, so that's really huge. Show me the Maxi. I don't believe
it's
you.
in my side deck, bro. I wish I could show you. Do you want to offer the rematch? I'll show you it. Like...
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I gotta see this.
I'm not lying to you.
I need to see it. I need to just cry that you have it.
Yeah, let me just draw the most broken open hand too, so I can...
Well, it's probably going to be
Oh
like
my
the best
god,
hand.
this hand's disgusting, dude. How could I not draw this? Look at this shit. What? What? Oh.
You need Sea Monster of Theseus for the instant fusion.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh my god, that'd be crazy. Okay, now I'll show you the Maxi.
That hand is nut. I can't believe you got it.
Yeah,
you just
dude,
got one, right?
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's limited in our format,
I got it.
but you only got one.
Very last pack. My last packs have been crazy. To think like the cards that I've gotten on the last pack, I'm gonna list some of the few of them. Maxi, Fiendish Chain. I got one more crazy one on the last pack too. What was it?
I've noticed from when I've edited these, that you're sometimes and you're like shocked too.
E-Telly,
you're like,
yeah.
I wasn't E-Telly, yeah, that was another, yeah.
So I get some crazy ones on the last pack there. That Maxi was a rip, dude. So.
Shit, Maxi is gonna be such a pain for me, dude. Like anytime I think I'm gonna go in, and unless I have lethal, I have to really consider like if it's worth just spamming everything out, because Maxi and R4, like Maxi on a Blizzard is nasty because that's basically a +1 for you. Because if I go Blizzard, summon something, I'm not going to want to just keep whatever I brought back with Blizzard on the field. And, there might be instances where I have to. It depends on the rest of my cards, because I really just don't want you getting more cards, because this card is just nauseatingly good. This card is disgusting. I am not looking forward to playing this. My pulls were trash, full disclosure. The best card that I got, which I was actually playing, was Vortex the Whirlwind, which I can, funny enough, I can actually play this in my deck, funny enough.
What do you... Oh, you can summon a Wing Beast, bro! Hell yeah!
I can. So, this card I actually thought isn't too bad, because, like, when we're in those top deck wars and I have Blizzard, and, like, let's say I have only a Collude engrave, right? Then I can bring it back and go into this instead of, like, Android. And while it's not as big as Android, if you have a way to kill this, at least it has to be in battle, which kind of sucks. But if you have a way to run over it, I at least can get, like, a Shura out of my deck, right? Or I can get, like, anything. So it's, like, a bit of a floater sort of cards. I mean, it's not like Maxi or Lance good, but it's like something I can use, I guess. The rest of my pulls were trash. I got Turbo Pack 3 on the wheel again. I pulled 2 more copies of Crossout. I had them in the side deck in case you were still on the Gravekeeper strategy.
So you have 3 Crossout now. Holy shit.
I have a full play set of Crossout.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gross. It's very gross. I'm scared of your deck. I got to be honest. Like, I did 2-0 this. The first game was incredibly close.
Right.
I think you would have won had you substituted properly.
Oh yeah, no, afterwards, as soon as I let that go, I totally forgot I could have substituted like that, and I could have just summoned the Swap Frog and still pop off. So, dude, it's hard to believe how good this card is, man. Like, even like when it's out of the scope of just FTK, like the fact this card's not once per turn and you just get to pull like 6 cards out of your deck that all do something in the graveyard, it's so good. It's so good.
Right. And that's why I'm scared, because like the better and more proficient you become with this deck, I think I'm going to start getting in trouble, and I'm going to have to probably pivot like I had to pivot for the Gravekeepers. I did a little bit of like fine tuning, but like nothing like exceptional. Like, it's just like swapping a few cards in and out. But now that I know you're on this, I'm going to have to Might have to go back to the drawing board and think about what other cards might be good against you, because I think the side deck might be a lot more important moving forward than it has been.
Do you want to even see how nitty-gritty I got with this deck building? I was really in the lab.
Sure,
so
show me. I am fascinated. I mean, I'm going to see it when I edit this, but I can't wait to see how much you've actually like put into this.
Yeah, so Fishborg Blaster is like what I tried to focus a lot of the plays around, because like comboing it with the frogs is so good. But like I even had to keep thinking, because like instant fusion like is an okay extender, but I was like, what can I do to like tune with Fishborg? And I forgot we pulled this shit, dude. And you can instant fusion Mariner because it's a water with Blaster into a 6.
Wow.
So I really had to think like what targets are actually good for instant fusion.
Does it count as a fusion? It counts as a fusion summon. Does this? So this works?
Yeah, it works. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's like you're really having to just like get super granular with some of these plays, and it could really matter, especially when you have a card as powerful as Fishborg Blaster. I was thinking, I'm like, oh, he's just playing like some synchro combo deck, and then you start dropping Mobius and Ryza, and I'm like, oh, he's got like some heavy hitters in here too. So
like, yeah, the whole plan with the deck is to pop off with like a synchro play first, and then if that doesn't follow through, I have like infinite food for all the monarchs after, because I have all the Rototonans, and then the Treeborn just keeps coming back. So it's like, man, I wish it could follow through, because some things are like wombo combo, like 1-for-1 into Substitute, and then summon like Witch or Sangin is just total GG, because I get the trigger off of Witch and then the summon, and then Reasoning is OP because there's like no good level you can call.
Oh god, back on Reasoning. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. I don't know what the good level would be here to call.
Yeah, so there's just so many cool things I was cooking up with this list, and I feel like maybe some people in like the audience can give me some more tips and pointers, but I really like sitting down and building this. I was like, this is just, it's too good, because like when you open things like Painful Choice and stuff, you're just the best duelist in the game.
Right. And what I also like about this deck too is that it's funny, from the Gravekeeper strat, what also carries through, Dupefrog and Ronin Totem actually have 2000 defense.
Yep.
So,
yeah, that was a big thing too. Yeah. So
so like that actually Substitute does. I actually didn't know Substitute has 2k defense until just now, but that's another thing. Like even your base frog monsters, if you have to play a sort of defense, like I can't just naturally get over them a lot of the time unless I have like a synchro play or commit to something, so that can work in your favor a lot of the time as well. But what I also like about this deck too, that you changed it as much as you did, I'm not going to be able to telegraph what you're doing nearly as much, or I'm not going to be able to, be able to see the line that you might be taking, because there are so many different directions you can go when you're playing such a open-ended synchro engine like this, that I might think you're going to do one thing and you just go in a completely different direction and like outplay me. Whereas in the old list, it was like, once I started seeing like the Dark Arm Dragon, like Witch of the Black Forest crashing thing, I'm like, okay, yeah, it's like, I know to like play around that and different things like that. But with this list, I think it's going to be far more difficult for me to play around stuff that might not be nearly as obvious.
This isn't even the peak too. Next episode's Extreme Victory, dude, and we get cards like Reborn Tengu, Unknown Synchron. So I just got started building this list too. You better be scared, bro.
And then we get to Xyz era as well, and like I don't know how much that really changes your list specifically. I mean, the first Xyz monsters off the top of my head. First of all, can I just say, I can't believe we're already at the Xyz era. It feels like we just started the Synchro era.
Oh my god, dude. I can't believe it too, dude.
With your pull luck, you're going to get a tour guide.
Oh, yeah.
I can't believe... My pulls this episode were, I shit you not, as bad as Duelist Revolution.
That's so sad.
I think I got like 4 hollows. I got like the stupid Vortex. I think I got Watt Hydra. I don't know what it is with me and the Watt synchros of all things. And the other cards were just like unplayable, whatever they were. So if anything, your pulls are going to get you back into the series more than anything, because then this is just going to be... Fucking Maxi. You know how much I hate this card, Gage.
Yep, I sure do.
We might have a Max C shirt coming out in the future. I feel like this is going to be like the new Kaloot, except there's only one of it, so maybe you'll be drawing it every single game. Who knows?
There's only one of it, but it's just as sacky as if it was at 3.
So guys, that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. Gage coming in hot with the brand new Frog Synchro Monarch deck. That's really exciting, Gage. I actually, before I get into the patrons, I actually was thinking about just changing my deck entirely and playing Gravekeeper just to throw you off.
Dude, Gravekeeper would have been sick. What am I going to do against Necro Valley?
Exactly. I didn't know you were going to be playing this, but Necrovai would have actually hosed you pretty bad.
Yeah.
So maybe that's something I have to consider for the next episode. Who knows? But I don't know. The Blackwings have been pretty loyal. But we do have to shout out our patrons as always. So big shout outs to Shadow1317, Sean Alling Jr., Tim00x3, Pony Stark, Neo Cypher Slacker, Joshua Wiley, Angeoko, Michael Dente, Ole, Shtotagonist, Rasmus, Ika Ironfang, Mystic Walk Part 2, Dan the Manhoban, Synchro Guy, Brian Dancer, GW, Jarvis Martin, Logan Thomas, Dragonlord, Dollywop, Peter Gregory, Thomas Nelson, Emil Cohen, Daniel Baker, Draconic, Jordan Coons, Iron Bladesman, Pure Ace, Inu Nashito, Jesse Wood, Icky Lights, True Nerdgasm, Brother Paul, Benjamin Fuller, Yu-Gi-Oh! Hot Pack, Nehru Celeste, Lumpy, Shane Reese, Rockley325, and JM Church. Thank you all so much for watching, and we will see you in Extreme Victory.